Welcome to everyone joining me on this glorious Monday right here on Zoom. It's good to have our little group here. And welcome to all of the rest of you who are joining our group through our app or our Facebook page, wherever you connect, whenever you connect. It's good to have you here. As always, we are just a few seconds from getting started. And like me, I invite you to find your meditation posture. Gently turn to your breath, simply feeling into the sensations of the breath coming in and going out through the nose. All the sensations we feel inside of the nose as the breath comes in and goes out. Let's put our attention right there and takes these first few seconds to come to a place of deep relaxation, releasing any tension, any stress, anywhere on the body. If any place is in contraction, just breathing into it and expanding around it, creating spaciousness around any place of tension. We're not fighting the body, we're just, again, creating spaciousness around it. Coming to sit together in this sacred space, our virtual meditation hall that connects all of us. We enter into this space for meditation with a chant, the chant Shalom. We'll take a deep breath through our nose, hold the breath at the top for 5 counts, and then chant the word Shalom on the out breath. And we'll do that 3 times. So if you are able and willing, join me for Shalom. Shalom. Hold. Shalom. Hold. Shalom. Letting the body recover the natural rhythm of its own breath. We pray that all our breaths may be expressions of shalom, of peace and wholeness, harmony and completeness. As we continue to stay with the breath and relax, we invite the archangels to come sit with us through our practice. We invite the angel Uriel to come and sit in front of us. Uriel's name means the light of God, divine light that comes to bring clarity to this practice, to enlighten the mind. Sitting on our left is Gavriel, whose name means God's strength, God's courage. Gavriel gives us the strength to practice diligently, day in and day out, to dedicate this time to our deepest self. Sitting behind us is Raphael, whose name means divine healing. I always imagine Raphael laying its hands on us, on our shoulders, on our back, sending energies of healing to reverberate through our body. Raphael is behind us because it helps us leave behind all that needs releasing. On our right is Gavriel, whose name means that which is like God. Michael, that who is like God. And Michael holds always a mirror to us, that when we look in the mirror we see the face of the divine. We see how God looks, what God looks like out here. We see God's face, which is no face, and every face. And if the image of the angels sitting around you doesn't work for you, just imagine that those are just archetypes, and all their energies are already present within you. And all these angels, they are cheering us on. They're supporting us in our practice, guiding us. They help us rid ourselves of limited beliefs and all our negative self-talk. And as we come to sit together, we hold an intention. That we all may recognize awakened awareness now, for the greatest good of all. That we may all recognize awakened awareness now, for the greatest good of all. Staying with the breath, we taste the sensations. Can we stay just with the sensations and not allow the chatter of the mind to come and overlay its busyness on our practice? Just watching the breath, the mind will say, "This is boring." And so, for those of you who may be a little bit agitated today, or the mind is a little bit too loud, you can use the mind to actually focus yourself on the sensations of the breath. You can use the mind to say, breath coming in, coming in, coming in. Breath going out, going out, going out. You can just do coming in, coming in, coming in, going out, going out, going out. If that's too much, you can just say in, 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 as you observe the breath. Out, out, out. We're not trying to fight the mind, we're just bringing awareness to focus somewhere else. We've trained awareness to be completely focusing on the noise of the thinking mind. And I know I've used this example before, but we are trying to pry away the flashlight of awareness, to pry away the flashlight of awareness from the thoughts and onto the breath. This way we are sending a message to our conditioning that we're not interested in theories and stories and fabulations of the mind. We're just not interested. We're fascinated, however, with the sensations of the breath. And we're telling awareness that we want to be completely present to the sensations of the breath. And this is not easy, because the mind time and again will try to reassert itself with more stories, more fantasies, more everything the mind can throw at us, including the kitchen sink. But time and again we'll go back and say, not interested, not interested. Breath coming in, breath going out. Why are we watching the breath going in, coming out, coming in, going out? Because that's right now, and that's right here. The mind is always of the past or the future. Most of the time commenting on what has just happened. The mind takes us away from being alive right here, right now. So we're telling awareness we want to live in the present moment. So we have to retrain ourselves away from fixating on the thoughts of the mind and paying attention to what is here right now. And what is here right now is the breath coming in, the breath going out, the heart beating in the chest, the sensations of the body. And that's why we use these as objects of our meditation, to retrain ourselves to be here, right now. And no longer be bothered by all of the stories that really ultimately make us miserable. Because the world is never going to conform to what our thoughts are about the world. It's never going to happen. The mind only brings more suffering. Because the nature of the mind is to always be dissatisfied. So to end the suffering, we train ourselves to be right here, right now, and no longer enslaved to the dictates of the mind and the thoughts. One of my most revered teachers always used to say, you have to observe the breath as if your life depended on it. Because at a certain level, it does. So if you have a favorite mantra to use with the breath, I invite you to use it right now. If the mind is agitated, use the mantra or use breathing in or in, out, out, however long the in-breath or the out-breath may be. And if the mind is really calm today, then you don't need words at all. Just stay with the sensations. And gently we let go of our practice. And taking a couple of deeper breaths, perhaps, to help us transition out of our meditation. And letting the body stretch if it needs to do so. And as always, I invite you, since the breath is always here, to take this practice with you for the rest of the day. Whenever you remember, just to be quiet for a few seconds and take very mindful breaths. And the more we can multiply that actually during the day, the deeper our meditation is going to start getting. So do some midi meditations whenever you remember. For now, we'll close with our Shalom chant as we dedicate this practice every day to all beings. May all beings around the world know Shalom, peace, wholeness, and harmony in their heart and in their world. Madani, thank you all.
Madani, thank you.
Madani, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Danny, thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. See you all tomorrow.